the activity at 9 a.m. So during your individual self-learning later, you can watch the video in Seesaw, right? So the video that we have watched together just now about what? The video just now about what?
About light and shadow.
About light and shadow. Good job. About light and shadow. Okay, Zara, since you raise up your hand, can you answer teacher how shadow is formed? Based on the video just now, how shadow is formed?
I'm done open camera.
Zara, Sophia, how shadow is formed?
I do need.
Huh?
I do need.
You're here when teacher share the video just now. Teacher can see you chatting in the chat box. Amal, how shadow is formed, Amal?
Shadow is formed by light
Okay.
if something's blocking the light.
All right. Well done, Amal. So shadow is formed when the light is blocked by an object. This one you have to memorize. How shadow is formed, you have to memorize. Okay. So shadow is formed when the light is blocked by an object. If we didn't have the source of light, can we have a shadow if we didn't have source of light?
No.
No. In order to have a shadow, all right, the source of light need to be blocked by an object. So if we didn't have the source of light, no shadow will be formed. Okay. So in this,
We can't see anything.
yes, Nazreen, we can't see anything. Why? Because when there's no source of light, when there's no light, okay, you can see all the things around you because the light reflect the object to our eyes. Okay. Same goes to the moon. It's not moon that shining at night. The moon. When you see the moon in the sky, okay, it's not the moon that's shining at night. It's because the moon reflect the light from the sun. Same goes to all the things around us. Okay. When you see a water bottle, okay, the light go to this water bottle, then the light from the water bottle will reflect to our eyes. That's why we can see the water bottle. If there's no light, no reflection happen, and you cannot see things around you. That's why in a dark place there's no light. That's why you couldn't see things because no reflection of light happened. Okay, so in the video just now, right? So teacher asked your friend just now what is the source of light that we have here. We have the lamp as the source of light. So now we have two boys standing in front of the light. So how this black shadow is formed, okay? Because the first boy with the blue shirt, okay, blocked the source of light. So just now we have seen three types of object: transparent, translucent, and opaque object. So for shadow, okay, the shadow will be formed, the clarity, right? Whether the shadow is clear or not depends on the type of object that block the source of light. Now we have human. So human is transparent, translucent, or opaque object.
Opaque.
Transparent,
Opaque.
opaque object. Human, we are opaque object. So opaque object did not let any light to pass through them. So our book is opaque object as well. When teacher do like this, you cannot see my face. Why? Because the light cannot pass through this opaque object. Alright? How about transparent? Transparent allow all the light to pass through it. Okay, teacher will share with you the slide. Wait for a while. Right, so light move in straight line. We have seen yesterday. Okay, teacher hope you still remember. If the question asks you, what is the movement, okay, how the light move, what is the movement of light. Remember, light travel in straight line, light move in straight line, okay. So we have seen yesterday this one, right, the experiment as well. Remember the experiment, okay. So this one we have done yesterday. Okay, so today we are going to look at the shadow. Just now teacher already asked. Okay, Amal answered me just now. Shadow is formed when the source of light is blocked by an object. So we have three type of object. Okay, we have transparent, translucent, and also opaque object. Yes, opaque object. So just now in the video, right, we have seen and we already discussed that human, okay, human is example of opaque object. So remember, opaque object didn't let any light to pass through them. That's why, okay, that's why we cannot see through an opaque object. How about transparent? Transparent, you can see what is inside. Okay, my bottle now is transparent. Water is transparent. That's why when you have, if you have an aquarium at home, all right, you can see the fish swimming inside the aquarium because the aquarium and also the water is transparent. Okay, allow all the light to pass through. That's why we can see the fish swimming in aquarium, right? So glass is example of transparent object as well. Glass of water, all right? Then you can see, oh, there's water inside because you can see through the glass. All right. So how about translucent? Translucent. Okay, my spectacle case now is example of translucent. You can see, all right, there's clear.
Macam
Yeah.
kabur-kabur.
Kabur-kabur, correct. Yes, translucent. Translucent only allow some light to pass through it. Some, only some. That's why it allow light to pass through it, but only some. That's why we can see what is inside, but it's not really clear. Okay. So shadow is formed when light is blocked by an object. But okay, how can we make, all right, the shadow clear and dark? All right, the clarity of shadow form based on the object that block the source of light. Okay, so this one we have three types of object. Okay, how this object let the light to pass through it? You have to remember, transparent allow all light to pass through it. For example, this glass. Okay, when you put the water inside, you can see what is inside the glass. So transparent allow all light to pass through it. Okay, translucent. This is example of translucent. Okay, what is this? The square one. This one is frosted glass. Yesterday, your friend asked teacher, what is frosted glass? Okay, frosted glass is material that some people use to make a window panel, right? Even some use this one to make a bathroom. Wait, your friend is requesting to join. Okay. Okay, this one is frosted glass. If you see an orange here, all right, this one you can see clearly, but behind the frosted glass, you can still see, all right, but it's not that clear. So frosted glass for translucent object, usually they have cloudy and rough surface, cloudy and rough surface. Compared to transparent, they are very clear, all right? We can see what is inside, very clear. So opaque objects, same like us human or book, anything that didn't allow the pass through it. Teacher gave you example dice. Dice is opaque object as well. All right. So this one you have to remember. Transparent allow all light to pass through it. This one you have to remember. Translucent allow some. Translucent allows some light to pass through it. Okay, opaque object does not allow any light. The light cannot pass through at all. Okay, So the differences between these three types of object you have to remember. Transparent, all the light can pass through. Remember, transparent, all the light can pass through. Example, we have glass, we can see through them. See-through means transparent object. See-through, we can see through them. Translucent only allows some part of light, okay? Only some of the light can pass through. Example, frosted glass or color plastic paper. Color plastic paper is example of translucent as well. We can see through them, but it's not clear. Okay. Last one, opaque object. Opaque object did not allow any light to pass through it at all. So if you see an object that did not allow any light to pass through it, okay, so remember that one, we call it as opaque object. Okay, so this one is the example of transparent, allow all the light to pass through, glass, okay, translucent, some light only can pass through, this one. That's why we can still see this orange because the light can pass through, but it's not clear. Why? Because it's not clear because only some part of the light is allowed to pass through this one, frosted glass. Yes, who raised up your hand? Yes? Tertekan, okay. Alright, opaque object. So teacher have example dice here, right? So opaque object, no light can pass through those object. So this one is another example, right? So this one, transparent window. So you can see outside, transparent window. You can see through. You can see what is outside. This one, translucent. Okay, some people use a frosted glass to make their window, okay, translucent. So you can still see the view outside, but it's not clear compared to the transparent. Okay, how about opaque? Opaque, if they use material, okay, material to cover the window with opaque object, okay, opaque material. So you cannot see what is outside. No light can pass through. Same goes this one, opaque, cannot be seen at all. Translucent, you can see, but it's not that clear. Transparent, you can see it very clearly because all the light is allowed to pass through. Okay? So now, clarity of shadow. Okay, among all those three objects, opaque, transparent, and translucent, okay, they affect the shadow that are formed. When those three types of object block the light, okay, they will affect the clarity. Yes.
Yeah. What is the difference between plastic tracing paper and thick paper?
Okay, thick paper, all right, the example of thick paper, okay, we can have manila card. Have you used manila card before?
What's a manila card?
Manila card, the one that you use to make usually a project.
What when the science project?
Manila card, the thick paper, or cardboard. Cardboard is example of thick paper as well. Okay. Okay, thick paper mean the paper that didn't allow any light to pass through it. Okay, so manila card or cardboard is example of thick paper. For tracing paper, okay, tracing paper, some people use it to draw, or if your mom used to bake, okay, for example, if you bake a cheesecake, all right, so the paper or sheet that your mom use before they pour the cake, all right, that one baking paper is one of the example of translucent material as well, baking paper. So the material for tracing paper or baking paper, okay, is almost the same. Baking paper is almost the same. Why? Because they only allow some part of the light to pass through it. Plastic sheet as usual, plastic, all right, plastic sheet looks like plastic, like this one, like the cover of my book. This one plastic sheet. Okay, plastic. All right. So So, okay, these three objects, all right, the type of object that block the source of light can affect the shadow form. Yes, who raised up your hand?
Ame. Ame
Amir.
Aizat.
Yes, why Amir Azad?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is the difference of the paper and tracing?
What paper?
Thick paper and tracing paper.
Thick paper and tracing paper. The material and also the thickness. The thickness, okay, thick paper didn't allow any light to pass through it. Thick paper didn't allow any light to pass through it. Tracing paper allows some light to pass through it. Plastic sheet allow all the light to pass through it. Okay, so which of these three is opaque? Amir Aizat. Which of these three is opaque object?
Thick.
Thick paper, good job. So thick paper is opaque, okay? Thick paper is opaque object. Alright, so this one, okay, you have to compare and contrast the shadow form. So now we have three butterfly shape, okay, three. So all these three is made up from different material, okay. First one, they draw in Manila card. The first one, first butterfly, Manila card. Then after that, color plastic. Then next one, clear plastic. So we have three materials, okay, three material. So Manila card, okay, Manila card, color plastic and clear plastic. So which one will produce the most clearest shadow? Which one? Manila card. Okay, Manila card. Why Manila card? Give your inference.
Because it is thick
Okay, because it's thick and
and
no light.
can pass through.
Correct. And no light can pass through. Good job. So remember, okay, those transparentless is an opaque object, sayang. If you want to give your inference, okay, first answer, which one will give the most clear shadow? Okay, Manila card, we already know, correct. Manila card. Then the question asks you to give inference. Okay, and so inference, because Manila card is an opaque object, it did not allow any light to pass through it. That one is the most complete answer. Okay, so now compare and contrast the shadow form. The first cup is transparent, translucent, or opaque?
Opaque.
Opaque, good job. This one is opaque. Why we call this as opaque object? Why?
Because no light can pass through.
Good job. Because no light can pass through. Correct. Remember, opaque. Second one, transparent or
Translucent.
translucent?
Translucent.
Translucent. Why this one is
Because a
translucent?
little
Why?
light can pass through. It's not.
Yes.
I can pass through.
Because some light, a little light only can pass through. Translucent. Okay, good job. Remember, translucent, you can see through, but it's not clear. Why? Because only some light can pass through. This one, light cannot pass through at all. Okay, this one, light can pass through, but only a little bit. Okay, only a little bit of light. Last one, transparent or translucent?
Transparent.
Transparent. Good job. Okay. Transparent. Okay, this one transparent. Why transparent? Why?
Because light can pass through.
Light can pass through. Yeah.
Light can go through.
This one all light. This one some.
I just now I said all.
Yes, correct. This one none.
None.
No light
None.
can pass through. Okay, so remember, all right. whatever material that they give to you, okay, just identify them whether this one is opaque, translucent, or transparent. It doesn't matter what they give you, okay. So if the question asks you to give inference, they are asking you why, okay. So which cup produce the clearest shadow? Which cup produce the clearest shadow?
Transparent.
Alhamdulillah.
Opaque.
Clearest shadow, saya. Clearest shadow. Clearest. Opaque object.
Opaque.
Correct.
Yeah, I said opaque. I said opaque.
Yes. Correct, Hati. Clearest shadow is opaque object. Why? Because this opaque object did not allow any light to pass through it. So the object that will be formed is very clear. Okay. So for transparent, all right, sometimes only shadow that will be formed, okay, it's not clear, right? Less clear compared to opaque and also translucent. Sometimes there's none shadow form. It depends on the transparent object that we use to block the source of light. Okay, so this one, teacher already assigned in Seesaw, P4 Abu Bakar and P4 Umar, alright. At the end of our class today, teacher want to see everyone answer this question in Seesaw. If you did not answer this, you're not allowed to leave the class, okay? Alright, so for your individual self-learning, okay, this activity in Seesaw and also your skill hebat book. Now everyone open your skill hebat book, page 32. Skill hebat book, page 32.
Okay.
Okay, skill hebat book, page 32. So if you can, if you done with skill hebat later, you can check your Seesaw activity. Those who did not have skill hebat book, okay, teacher already upload in Seesaw as well. Check your Seesaw. Yes, Amal.
Okay, page what?
32.
Teacher, can you open the chat box? Teacher, do we need to do page 32 only?
32, then after you're done with page 32, please complete the activity in Seesaw, this one, okay? For example, you click add response, okay, teacher use sample student. After you click add response, you can see this worksheet. Please answer this one, okay, about clarity of shadow, okay, which cup can produce the clearest. So we have 3, okay, so write, here write A, B or C. Because it or what? Explain why you said that cup can produce clearer shadow. So state after that, state another 2 example of opaque object. Anything around you that you can see opaque object, state 2. 1, 2 here, right? Okay, that's all in Seesaw. Those who did not have book, go to page 2, do this one. Those who did not have the skill hebat book only. Those who have, do inside your book. Okay?
Teacher, do we have to send with one at Seesaw?
Teacher, the one if we do in our activity book, you have to send it to Seesaw? Or do
No.
we just...
Usually we just discuss, right? If we discuss together in class, you don't have to send in Seesaw. But those who send, you can just check. Hah?
Join balik pukul berapa?
Balik.
Join balik.
Join balik. You can rejoin at 9:30. Teacher will send the link after this, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to leave.
Okay, if you don't want to leave, you can stay here. No problem. Teacher will start recording for a while.